I want to say something very, very important. Contrary to what maybe certain law tubers believe, as I've learned earlier today, reading a jury, reading people is an art. I'm not trying to toot my own horn by any means, because I understand I'm in a very tiny, small minority. I read what you guys are saying. I read your comments, what you say about people like myself, like James, who look at people and try to interpret what they're saying, what they're thinking. See, the problem is 98% of the world have a bias. And when you are receiving data, the difficulty with a lot of people, sometimes, not always, and some people can turn that on and off, is to try and not put your own spin on things. That's what I did in the Johnny Depp trial. I tried to unfilteredly, right? Like the name of the show, Raw Law Unfiltered. Without a filter, without putting, what does Larry Foreman think about what happened there? All I did, all I would do, and all I did today was to try and look at complete strangers, 17 strangers, 7 men, 10 women, okay? Look at them, observe their behavior, observe their reactions to the words coming out of the witness's mouth and how they reacted to various attorneys. That is an art. It's not easy. And I like I said, 98% of people are going to, unfortunately, it's impossible not to put your own spin on things. You have to physically, constantly monitor yourself, block yourself, and remind yourself that you are trying to take raw data from point A, pulling it and deliver it to point B without, because it's still going through you, right? Whether you like it or not, your imprint is still left on it. But the key is to minimize that to its absolute bare minimum. And that's what I'm about to do in a few moments here. I know there's been a lot of chatter. I'm going to ignore all of that chatter because, like I said, I dislike drama. I dislike dealing with these. You guys know. You guys know. You've been following it. And those of you who haven't, you're not missing anything. But the key is, I don't feel bad. I understand exactly where these people are coming from. They simply don't understand. They don't get it. And that's okay. It is reserved for certain individuals who are able to put themselves in a situation, remove their bias as best they can, because you can't neutralize 100%. Your eyes are already biased because they're filtering through a brain. So the key is to remove as much of that bias as possible. And it is no easy feat. That is no easy task. It is not for the faint of heart. And some people do call it voodoo, rocket science, bullshit, whatever you want to call it. And you know what? I agree with you. 98% of the time it will be. Some of us are the exception. It's all about intuition, by the way. I have learned, this is another thing that I still can't figure out, why Big Guns Upstairs blessed me with an intuition that does not belong in a male's body. You know how women have intuitions? You right now, you watching, if you're a woman, a female, you have the most powerful intuition on the planet. It is necessary for your survival because you are the future potential carrier of the human race. You move the human race forward. Men, we don't really need it because we can, we're able to, in theory, biologically, we're able to impregnate, inseminate 1,000 females over the course of like 1,000 days, if given the opportunity. You know what I mean? Obviously, it's never going to happen. That's a lot of child support to pay. But we don't need that intuition. Somehow, I won the genetic lottery. I don't know how. I don't know why. I don't know for what reason. I don't know where it came from. But when I look at people, I see between the lines. My intuition my body tells me things. My brain, my mind tells me information. It has helped me win jury trials. It has helped me win clients over. It has helped me make money. It has helped me negotiate. It has helped me read juries. It is not something that everyone can do. I am very, very lucky. It is complete and utter fucking luck. Okay. It's not a skill. You can polish it into a skill, sure. And that's what I've been doing over these past few months by going to these trials ever since I learned that I even possess it, since the Johnny Depp trial. Oh, look at that. I love you, man. Nick Rekieta just sent a super chat. Despite my rant on the validity of jury analysis, I like you and respect your legal analysis. I thank you, my man. I knew it wasn't personal. That's why I didn't say shit. That's why I didn't say shit, man, because I love you and you're the best, bro. You really are. So, and I respect your opinion. You know what? I will agree with you. 98, maybe 99, maybe 99.9% of jury analysis is fucking bullshit and is made up and is full of crap and is stupid and is not going to get anybody anywhere. But I'm proud to say, not on the DUI Guy Plus's channel. But I'm biased. That's my opinion. So take it with a grain of salt. Okay. And you heard it here first. At least I have your respect and I very much appreciate it. Oh, we got another one from Nick. Nick says, of course you have my respect, rolling on the floor laughing. You're a way more successful lawyer than me. I think it's easy to be a more successful lawyer than Nick Rekieta at this moment because he doesn't practice anymore. So as long as you have a pulse and you're practicing law, you are better than Nick Rekieta because he doesn't practice anymore.
But I feel like
so I don't know how much of a compliment that is, but I'll take it.
I know, and I don't know how true that is either because Nick Rekieta is so successful at what he does that
he's a
sort
pioneer.
Of outshines everyone else. Although, I mean, not he's got his conference and things like that, but Rekieta's got. I mean,
Nick Rekieta is a fucking pioneer.
Yeah.
He is a visionary. He is an inspiration to all of us, including myself and possibly even James. I can't speak for him, but
no, that's how I got involved in all of this. I watched Emily and Nick in the beginning, and then you and Ian and Rob and Alita, and I'm forgetting Hogue and Uncivil and Legal Mindset. Like that branched out from Nick and Emily, basically.
And it all started with Nick.
Yeah.
You got to give credit where credit is due because the Rittenhouse trial, the idea, you have to understand, like the idea to create something out of nothing. That's what Nick did. He took his channel and whatever he was doing up until that point, which I understand was mostly lives and some other videos. And suddenly he was live streaming and live commentating with a panel of lawyers or sometimes by himself on a live trial. Prior to Nick Rekieta, this has never been done before. No one has thought of the idea. There were trials that were public and televised, maybe not on YouTube. I don't know. I don't know what happened pre Rittenhouse, which is like 2021. But what I do know is that since Nick did it, other people started doing it and it's working. And look at, I mean, Law and Crime came after him, for God's sakes. Court TV came after him, for God's sakes, because he was, sucking their views away. And they're still getting their fair share. So again, thank you, Nick, honestly, for the compliment. I will take that and take it to the bank. Go cash it for some cash money.